You are listening to 5-Minute Meditations. So back in 2001, when I was just a young monk, about 22 years old, I went to the Kumbh Mela, the world's largest gathering in India. It was about 40 million people, largest gathering in recorded history at the time. There we saw many odd things, wonderful things. I saw a man with a sword sticking through his arm. And then you also see the Naga Babas, the naked sadhus walking around. So today I have a story about a yogi in his underwear. Now this is an old story. It's about a yogi. He is practicing a spiritual life. He has two possessions. He has his underwear, and he has his other pair of underwear, his clean one that he hangs out on a branch to dry. Now one day he notices that it has a little rat bites chewing away, little parts chewed off, and then one day it just disappears. So Yogi thinks, you know what I need? I need to get a cat. And the cat just kind of bothers him after time. It's just meowing, meowing, meowing. So he needs, cat needs some milk, so I need to get a cow. Got a cow, and then the cow is he doesn't know how to take care of cows. So I need to get a wife, and so he gets his wife, and finds himself a wife, and the wife is saying, hey, I need some children. So he's like, okay, I need to get a house. And with this, he had to get a job. And with the job, he had to get a car. And he had to get a mortgage for his house. And he had to get some insurance for the car. And then he had to get a second job. And like this, it added on and added on. And one day he decided, I'm going to leave this all behind. He took off his underwear and left everything and went back to the forest to meditate. Now, the subject for today is called Atyahara. This is from a book called the Upadeshamrita, translated to English as the Nectar of Instruction. Now, there are 6 things that are detrimental for the growth of bhakti, and Atyahara is one of them. Taking too many things, over-consuming, overeating, just piling on too many things into your life. Now, what is too many things? That is different for different individuals. As it is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th Canto, 21:17, it describes that what is suitable for one person may be completely unsuitable for another person. For example, a young monk hanging around late at night, chatting with the girls, holding hands, maybe kissing a girl. That's completely inappropriate for his status of life. It's an insult to the monasticism. But for a young man who is married, it is not an insult. That's actually a religious, spiritual institution that is encouraged. So materialism is when you see something with the eye of, it is mine to exploit. I'll give an example. For example, if you find a wallet on the ground, you can have a very renounced look. Now this is, we would say, not a true renunciation, a false renunciation, where you just walk past the wallet and you say, I don't want to get involved with that. That is too much drama. And the other option is you could take the wallet, take the money out, and spend it as you like. Maybe swipe some of the cards and use it as you like. Third option, this is where we get into this kind of spiritual option, is when you give it back to whom it belongs to. So the spiritualist, the yogi, is that person who sees that everything has its connection with the divine. There is a God, and when I use things in His service, then it becomes sanctified. Then it becomes spiritualized. So you don't give up your guitar and throw it in the trash. You learn how to sing songs for God, kirtan. So we don't want to become too distracted with renouncing things and too into enjoying things. We want to make the main thing is to make the main thing, and that is devotion. And with our devotion, we may use our intelligence and say, okay, am I, consuming too much? And that way we can progress in our spiritual life. Om Tat Sat. Thanks a lot. Hare Krishna.